Hey guys, if you're watching this video, you're probably someone just like me, someone building out voice AI agents on Vapi, specifically trying to add the call forwarding feature to your AI assistant, but for some odd reason you keep running into the frequent call drops, which can be very frustrating. Or you're someone new to Vapi that wants to learn how to build these solutions with the call forwarding feature so that you can show off to your new clients. Whatever it may be, in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through a step-by-step guide on how we can add the call forwarding feature to our AI assistants along with telephony providers such as Twilio so that we can smoothly transfer calls. By the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge to be able to apply this call forwarding feature to your AI agents going forward so that you can better serve your clients. If you're new to my channel, my name is Quincy. I'm the founder of Good Looking AI. We offer voice AI solutions to businesses to streamline operations and save them time on handling inbound calls. Without further ado, let's jump right into it.
Alright, so to get started, I'm on Vapi and I set up a very basic AI assistant named Mary that will be in charge of transferring the calls to the requested destinations. Now, just to kind of go through it, I have the intro message and then I define a very simple and short system prompt. So the role, you're Mary, an AI receptionist who greets callers and transfers the caller to the requested destination. And then I define a very simple two-step task. If the user requests to speak to an operations manager, transfer the caller by using the transferCall tool with the phone number as the destination, and we'll configure the phone number destinations in the next few steps. And then I have another step. If the user requests to speak to an office manager, transfer the caller by using the transferCall tool with the other phone number as the destination. So in this very specific scenario, this is going to be ideal for solutions where, let's say your client has multiple destinations that they want to forward the call to, right? So if you're working with a client and they only have one destination that they need to transfer the call to, and then you could just navigate to the functions tab and you can just add the forwarding number right here and that will work fine, right? But if they have multiple destinations, and then what we need to do is create a specific tool using Vapi's documentation so that we can add the multiple destinations, and it'll make more sense as we move through this process. But just to kind of go over the settings that I have, so I have the provider set to OpenAI, GPT-4o Mini as the model, and no knowledge base so that we can just focus on the core feature of call forwarding. And yeah, so for the voice, I'm also using 11 Labs Sarah. And that's pretty much it that we really need to set up for now. The next step is to go into the functions tab and we're going to define a tool, transferCall, so that when this AI assistant calls it, it can access this tool that we're about to create. So to get started, we want to navigate to Vapi's documentation. And when you're in the documentation page, you're going to navigate to calls. You're going to open up the list and you're going to click on call forwarding. And as you can see, we do have a pre-built tool named transferCall, and we can use this to enable call forwarding to define phone numbers, right? And then we'll configure that out in the next few steps. So what we want to do is we want to grab this whole JSON and we want to navigate to an external tool, Postman. If you're new to Postman, it's essentially a great tool for us developers to use so that we can test and make different HTTP requests. In this case, we're going to need to make a post request. So if we navigate to Vapi's API reference and we go to tools, we want to create a tool and we can see that it gives us that it's a post request, right? So post essentially just means we're going to create something, right? It's a type of HTTP method that we are going to use so that we can send this modified JSON with the phone numbers so that our AI agent can use and we can access it when we go to the functions tab and select it here. So let's navigate back to here and then we're going to paste that JSON that we copied from the documentation. Now we don't need lines 1 and 2 and then also this closing array bracket in line 80. So we're going to collapse it right here, and let's just copy these brackets, and then let's just delete all this and repaste it in. Okay, so now right here we want to set this up. So if we navigate back to create a tool, we can see that it's a post request, and it gives us this URL endpoint, this route that we want to hit, so that we can send this JSON data to. So I have it pasted in right here, and then I have it set to type post. And then kind of just to go over this, so we have this transfer call, right? And we have these different destinations. So in this scenario, we're going to be needing two destinations. One that goes to the office manager, and then the second one is going to go to the operations manager. I think I have it mixed up, but we have those two departments that we need to set up this JSON for. So again, this JSON, we can transfer up to 10 numbers, but for this guide, I'm just going to delete the third one because it comes with 3 defined destinations. We only need 2 for this guide. So I'm just going to take out this last one. You want to make sure that you remove the comma as well. I'm going to take out this third enum number because we only need 2. And then we have the message. Let's see, that's fine. I have to take out this one. Now, when you're building this out and you're following along, if you want to set it up with the 3 different destinations, and then you don't need to remove it, but I'm just going to remove mine because I only have the 2 departments that I'm working with. So now I want to modify these phone numbers so that I can make the call transfer. So it's very important that we understand that if we use Vapi's built-in phone numbers, the call forwarding functionality will not work, and you will experience a lot of call drops. That's what I experienced myself, and it was very frustrating, and I realized that it's just something that's happening with Vapi. So we need to use a phone provider such as Twilio so that we can allow this call transfer functionality to work smoothly. So you want to make sure that the numbers that you add in here are Twilio numbers, right? So I'm going to go ahead and add mine in, and then we will update our AI agent. We'll push this tool, and then we'll go configure our phone numbers on Twilio. So I'm just going to add mine in right now. Okay, so I updated the JSON. Now what I did was I added in my 2 phone numbers that I have verified on Twilio. So in order for us to make this call transfer functionality work, especially on the free Twilio plan, one, we need to purchase a number, and then we also need to verify phone numbers so that we can actually make the call transfer work, right? And this only needs to be done if you're using a free Twilio plan. So I have the first verified phone number added right here, and I have it set to say as the message, I am forwarding your call to the operations manager. Please stay on the line. And then I have the second number set, and I have this one with the message, I am forwarding your call to the office manager. Please stay on the line. And then the next thing that we want to modify in this JSON is these enums. Sorry, I don't know how to say it, but so we can see that this is an object. So first of all, you can know if it's an object if it's this type of brace, right? That's an object. And we have the name. So the different values or the keys in this object is the name. We also have the description. We also have parameters. But what we really want to modify in this whole object is going to be these this array with the phone numbers that's inside the enum. And essentially what this function is it's setting up the destinations that the phone number wants to, or that we need to transfer the call to. And then in the messages, this is essentially what the AI agent's going to say once it triggers this tool to transfer the call. So again, we want to modify this So I'm going to just tweak this up. I'm forwarding your call to the operations manager. Please stay on the line. And then the destination, again, we want to add in the phone number for the operations manager. And then the same thing for our second department. I am forwarding your call to the office manager. Please stay on the line. And then let's modify this phone number as well. So now to push this to our AI agent, what we want to do is click on authorization. And we need to add in our Vapi's bearer token. It's essentially our API key. So I'm going to go grab that and paste that in right here. Okay, so I got it pasted in. Now, the next step is just for us to hit send. And if we look at it right here, we have a 201 success response. So it successfully went through. So now let's just navigate back to Vapi's API reference, and let's navigate back to the dashboard and go to our assistants, navigate to Mary, and let's go to function, and let's see if we can grab the tool. So as you can see, we can select it right here. Okay, so perfect. So let's add that tool in, and now let's publish. All right, so pretty much the next step now is to set up our Twilio account. Again, it will be a free account so that you can implement this call transfer functionality, learn how this works without any cost. So the next step is for us to navigate to Twilio.
Hey guys, before we move forward, I wanted to ask a quick favor. If you've been finding any value out of this video or been finding this resourceful to implement these type of features into your AI agents, please do me a favor. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps me stay motivated to keep pumping out this type of content. It can take up a lot of energy and effort to create these type of guides, so your support is greatly appreciated. With that said, let's jump back into it.
Okay, so to get started on Twilio, you're going to want to navigate to twilio.com and start a free account. Now, the reason why we need to use Twilio, again, is because if we use Vapi's phone number system, it just doesn't work and you will experience the call drops. So what we need to use Twilio for is, one, we need to purchase a number that we can link and connect to our AI assistant. And then also we need to verify the phone numbers that we want to transfer to, right? If we don't verify them, you will experience the call drops, because on the free trial plan on Vapi, on the free trial plan on Twilio, it will not allow you to implement the call forwarding function or feature. So we need to make sure that we're verifying the numbers that we are transferring to. Now, you only need to do this if you're using the free trial plan. If you're not on the free trial plan and you're a paid user on Twilio, the transfer functionality should work well, as you don't need to verify the phone numbers that you want to transfer to. So with that said, go ahead and start a free account, and once you sign up, and then continue the video. Okay, so right now I am on my Twilio account. Now what we want to do is we want to purchase a phone number. So you're going to navigate to phone numbers, navigate to manage, and you want to buy a phone number. And then you can put in your area code, and then you can select the phone number that you want, and then just hit buy, and you should be good to go. Now, it will probably prompt you to do extra steps. Go ahead and follow those steps, but once you get the phone number, you should be good to go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to navigate back to Vapi so that we can connect that phone number. All right. So when we're on Vapi, to connect the phone number, we want to navigate to the phone numbers tab, and you're going to create a new phone number, and then you're going to navigate to import Twilio, and you're going to put in the phone number that you just purchased. And then the next step is to go back to your Twilio account. and you're gonna click on the account dashboard, and you want to copy your account SID, and then go back to Vapi, and then you want to paste it in right here. And then you also want to add in your auth token. So you go back to Twilio, and then you copy this auth token, and you paste that in right here. And if you want to give it a name, you can do so. But in the scenario, I already have my phone number connected, so I'm not going to continue with that. But once you add in your auth token, and then you want to give it a name, and then also import from Twilio. And once you have the phone number connected, you're going to navigate to the phone number that you just added, and you're going to select the assistant. So I'm going to select Mary, and we should be good to go now. Now, the next step is for us to verify the phone numbers that we want to transfer to, so that we can test out this call forwarding feature. So when we're back in Twilio, we want to navigate to verified caller IDs, and you're going to add a new caller ID, and you're going to add in the phone number. So you can add in your personal phone number if you want, or whatever phone number that you want to add in, you can add that here. And then it's going to send a one-time verification code. You can either opt for a call or for SMS to get that code to confirm it. But once you add the phone number, you want to select the best option that works for you, enter in the code, and then verify your number, and then you should be good to go to start transferring the calls to this verified phone number on Twilio. So I already have mine verified, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to the next step. Okay, so far we have set up the tool using Postman. And just to verify that we actually have the tool in there, we know that if we can just go to list tools and hit play, and then I'm going to add in my auth token, or I'm sorry, my API token. We can see right here that we do indeed have that tool in Postman. And we also know that we have access to the tool because if we go to our assistant and we go to, let's go to Mary, and then we go to functions, we have indeed selected the tool. So that should be working well. Now, just to kind of go back, we know that if a user calls in requesting to speak to the operations manager, it's going to transfer the call to this tool, to the transferCall tool with this destination. And we also verify the phone number on Twilio so that we can transfer the call using Twilio's free plan. So that should be it. That should be good to go. Now the next thing is just to test this out, just to make sure everything's working smoothly. And yeah, let's do that now. Okay, so I have my two phones right here. I'm going to call up Mary and request to have me transferred to the operations manager. Let's see if this transfer functionality is going to work smoothly. So I'm going to call up Mary right now.
You have a trial account. You can remove this message at any time by upgrading to a full account. Press any key to execute your code.
Hello, this is Mary. How can I assist you today?
Yeah, can you transfer me to the operations manager, please?
I am forwarding your call to the operations manager. Please stay on the line.
Okay, so my other phone's ringing. So yeah, it's working smoothly, and yeah, we're able to implement it.
Hey guys, if you made it to the very end, hopefully you've been successfully able to implement the call forwarding feature in your AI assistant using telephony provider such as Twilio. Now, if you're experiencing issues still, you can always comment below and I'll try my best to assist you. Or you can join Vapi's Discord where you can navigate to the support channel and request for help so they can help you implement the solution, as I believe that this is a very important feature that your clients may require in order to build out a successful solution. With that said, hopefully you found value out of this video. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.